What will you do when you spend all your life savings to open a restaurant and in 3 weeks the restaurant collapses? So this Bukapreneur story is a story of resilience, doggedness, and community. I'm sure when you watch this video, you'll be inspired and encouraged. So I'll catch you on the other side.
We got the first restaurant, the first venue for our restaurant, Taste Africana, and we started. 3 weeks after we started on that venue, the building collapsed. My name is Cynthia Chinule, and I'm from Amibo in Imo State. I was born in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and I had my primary education in Brereton Montessori School. And for my secondary school, my first year I was in Oasis. My JS2 and JS3, I was in Alidio Fatima College. And for my SS1 to SS3, I was in Federal Government Girls College, Ampuloma. And for my first degree, I studied in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, and I studied mathematics. And I was the best graduating student from maths department, and I graduated with the first class. So I'm a number person. And I had my master's in the UK. I studied maths education. Right from when I was young, as a 7-8-year-old child, I've always loved to cook food. And the thing about the cooking I've always done is I've never really known how to cook food to just one portion because I'm an only child. Ideally, I should just make maybe like a little pot of food for myself. But I always find myself wanting to cook more, thinking, oh, maybe there'll be a visitor or maybe there'll be someone who could come in and eat. So cooking has always been my thing. So when I was on maternity leave, I said to myself, I just didn't want to be at home and do nothing. I decided to start a business, and I thought the cooking business was going to be a good one since it was like a hobby I also had apart from solving maths. So I started cooking for my kitchen, and there was like a lot of demand. And at a point I outgrew my kitchen because there was like a lot of food everywhere. There was lots of packaging materials, and we had people saying, oh, is it just a takeaway? And when I say yes, they're like, oh, would have loved to come sit and dine in. My husband said, oh, I think we should get a place so that people could come dine in and we could function at a higher scale. And that's how we decided to start Taste Africana. When we started Taste Africana, we got our first shop, and 3 weeks after we just bought the place, we came one morning and found out that the building collapsed about 12:15 a.m. I was first in denial because I was like, I just left here some moment ago, like what's going on? I just felt like at the moment, I didn't understand what it meant to see bricks on the floor because I'm like, it couldn't just be like a restaurant that just went down. So we tried to go in through the back, and then that's when it dawned on us because the police and all the enforcement officers were like, oh no, the building has been sealed. And that's when it dawned on us that, it's a serious matter. You can't go into the remaining part of the building. It was a really sad moment for us because it was my husband and I that started the business together. He had quit his full-time job because we wanted to build the business to a strong point before, we expanded and let other people in on the business. But when it collapsed with all the funds we had put together.
Sorry, I'm sure you're enjoying the video. Can you please take a moment to please click the subscribe button and click the notification button? Thank you very much. You done that? Cheers. Enjoy the video.
And then we were like, okay, time to find somewhere else and, move on with Taste Africana. But the problem was we were already out of funds because we had invested all our money into, starting and equipping this place. But we have an amazing set of people around us. We had lots of friends and family who said, you know what, I'm giving you this interest-free loan, to start the business to support because we know what you've been through. And then we were able to start the business again in this new place. So that's how we got to this new Taste Africana, which is at 19 Market Street in Leigh, and the postcode is WN7 1DR. So we're dishing out the jollof rice. This is someone's order, who's ordered jollof rice and lamb suya. So just to season our lamb suya a bit more. And then we garnish. To be honest, if someone told me like 5 years ago that I was going to own a restaurant, I'm going to look the person and I'm like, no way. Because it's not something I've ever thought of doing. Initially, it wasn't easy. I had to go through the training course to know the food safety requirements, because I'm going to be handling food beyond my family food. It's one thing to know how to cook. It's one thing to safely know how to cook. So health and safety is very important in the food industry. Before now, I owned the company in Nigeria, so I'd worked with people. But it was a different terrain because now we're working in the hospitality sector. So it was like a new. And the funny thing is, when I was a student, I took a part-time job working in a boat cruise where we used to serve food. It was like a dinner boat cruise where we used to serve food, and that was my first experience working in like a food environment. But for me, it was like, so when I started Taste Africana, I had to sit down back to think about some of the things we did then that were really exciting to the customers. And it's just amazing that no experience is a waste. So that particular experience was something I had to key in on. We always seal our bags to make sure it's not tampered with, so it's sealed. Only the customer can open it. So we put our menu as well, because we had a bit of a change of menu with some additions like the Africana brunch. In terms of the dishes we have at Taste Africana, we have almost every dish you can think of. We have egusi soup, okra soup, eforiro, we have ofo onubu, ofo ha, nsala soup, which is white soup. We have the fisherman seafood, we have banga soup, we have seafood okra, afang soup, edikaikong soup. We've got 3 types of pepper soup as well: goat's meat pepper soup, catfish pepper soup, and assorted meat pepper soup. And our jollof rice is the best in Manchester. So we have jollof rice, we have fried rice, and we have ewa going, we have moi moi, we do bole, the Port Harcourt standard bole, and we do grilled fish, the whole grilled catfish, croaker fish. We do suya, we have beef suya, we have lamb suya, we have chicken suya, and we do akara. Our akara is one of the best selling at the moment, because akara is that sort of underrated simple meal, yet very healthy and tasty. Our akara is we have people messaging us 6 a.m. Please, can I get akara today? Really. The funny thing about our dishes is we make them fresh, and sometimes you come in at 2 p.m. and there's no meat pie left because someone walked in and said, how many meat pie do you have? We're like, oh, there's 60 in the oven, and the person says, I want everything. These are where we put the orders. So when we work on the order, we turn it around so that we know that has been done. When we have a new order, we move the other ones, and then we put the new order here. This shows us which order we need to work on first. Our catfish pepper soup is one people love a lot because of the tasty way it comes out. And we give it a little bit of that bitter taste. So it's not just all sweet, it has that bitter finger feeling on the inside. So we're ready to fry. One thing I love about akara is that you don't need to do too much. It's just going to come out right. For some of our meals, we are able to make them less spicy, and some of them already come like medium spice. So it depends. We always allow customers to tell us like how spicy they want your food, because we've got various people eating our food, those who like spice and those who don't. So we try to make sure everyone is catered for. Making authentic dishes means we need to get the authentic raw materials. So we started getting our materials from suppliers who were duly registered in the UK and who imported authentic materials, authentic raw food materials. So for us, for example, we want the leaves you're giving us to be like fresh green, almost like I just walked into the farm in my village to pluck it. The oha leaf needs to be like green and sumptuous. So so far I think we don't really have that challenge anymore, because we've been able to know the best suppliers to work with. How many meat pie did she buy? 2. Okay, so give her 2 portions of puff puff. For us at Taste Africana, we have a lot of customers from different races. We've got the English people, we've got the Nigerians, we've got Ghanaians, we've got Cameroonians, we've got Jamaicans, we've got people from all sides of the Caribbean, all parts of Europe. We've got the Chinese, we've got loads of customers. And one thing we always love to do is to find out from them. Sometimes they just try Nigerian meal or trying an African meal for the first time.
My name is Kayode Adewale, typical Nigerian name. To be honest, I always like supporting local African business. When I got here, there were barely any Africans, no black people. It's just Oyinbo everywhere. So I remember it was one night I was hungry, so I was now searching for local African restaurants. And this place now popped up, but it wasn't this place. They were at another building. But unfortunately, at that time, it was closed. Later, I found out that there was an incident with the building. So when they now opened this one, I was very excited because due to my work, I work a lot. And then when I'm not working, I'm playing football. So I don't have time to cook or to do, so I usually come here, get my food. The food is amazing, hence why I come here a lot.
What's your favorite meal when you come here?
They know when I come. I usually get eforiwo with beef and 2 pounded jam. And even the meat pie, I get a lot of meat pie, and people at work, people that have eaten the meat pie, they're always asking me to bring. There was a time where I became a meat pie supplier. So I would come here, buy it, and I would distribute it. People even ask me to order meat pie here and then give it to them.
For us, understanding our customers is key to serving them well. Some people come in, they already know what they want, and they want to explore, or maybe they saw it online, or they've been craving it. Or for example, we have isiewu and nkwobi, and we make the best isiewu and nkwobi as well. So some people come in, they're like, I haven't been to Nigeria in 10 years. Is this isiewu good? They're like, wait till you have it. And then they have it, they're like licking their fingers, they're like, oh my God. Can I tell you something? On Saturday night, we had a phone call from a customer saying, oh, I want to have 1 regular size isiewu. And we're like, okay, fine. He comes in, he was eating the regular size, and he says, please, I need another regular size isiewu. And when we brought it, next thing he's like, please come, I still need another isiewu. And I'm like, he was like, it's so good. He just kept on buying and eating the isiewu, and it was a lot. He was with his friend. He was like, oh my God, this is so good. Basically, at Taste Africana, when our customers come in, we've got free internet for them, and on the table, they get to see the password to connect to the Taste Africana internet while they're in here. So they have access to free internet to use unlimited internet to use while they are in Taste Africa. At this juncture, I would like to say a very big thank you to the support system, the kitchen support system we've had since we started this business. Is my husband, because right from home, when he saw we're expanding, he was like, oh, you need to get a space out there, you know. So I didn't even think of it, he did, and then we got the space and we started. And you know, there's been lots of challenges. Like I said, he quit his own job so that he could help build it and then, you know, go back to working. So he was there physically, financially. Even when we had to start up this second place, he was there massively financially. And you know, I just want to really, you know, appreciate him for that. And we have lots of friends and family members. I don't want to go calling names. They were there. Oh, do you need this £1,000? Do you need this, that? Or, you know, even when we're having staff issues, I had my friends who we close from their own jobs and still come to work for us for free, just, you know, to support us. So, you know, I couldn't have done anything without their support. And I want to say a big thank you to our customers from day one. Do you know there's this particular customer, I'm almost tempted to call his name. When the first Taste Africana building collapsed, we were at home, he was calling us like almost every 2 days, like, what's happening? I passed the building. What's the government saying? One day he kept calling and I didn't even pick the call because I'm like, are you more worried about Taste Africana than me? And even when we opened the new Taste Africana, he comes here with his wife. Even when the wife's, I'm sure when I say this, he'll know he's the one. When the wife's twin sister came to the UK, he came with the wife's twin sister, comes with his friend. He was even here last week. Like, he's just been there from the very beginning and he's always been cheering us. And we have many more people like that who's been there telling us, don't worry, to be fine, you know, we'll support you. They'll leave us tips, you know, they'll buy stuff and they'll put an extra £10, extra £5. They're like, oh, you know, those things just really, you know. And then for the customers who give us good compliments, you know, to be honest, we work so hard. It's not an easy job to cook. In some days you do hundreds of plates of food. It's not an easy job, but you know, when someone eats the food, they're like, oh my God, it's so lovely. You know, you just feel motivated to like do more and, you know, serve better. It's not like we're not motivated, we are, but you know, it's just more like, it just makes you know that, oh, someone sees you, someone loves you, you know, appreciates you, and it just like cheers you up. Even when you're having like a hard, tiring day, you just like smile and you're happy. So I want to thank the customers that buy food from us and the ones that leave reviews for us. We really appreciate it. Please don't stop, because without you, there's no Taste Africana. And I just want to add that the customers, as a result of their feedback, have won us the Best Restaurant in Leigh 2025 award by Restaurant Guru. We didn't go into a competition. We didn't apply for anything. We just got a message saying, oh, based on the customer feedback, we won out of 192 restaurants in Leigh. We are number one. Can you imagine that? 192 restaurants in Leigh. We came number one. And then someone sent me a message saying, from first class in mass to first in restaurants. I'm like, oh my God. So I just want to thank God, because it's just been God all the way, really.
Wow. I'm sure you were inspired by that video. Story of being first in mathematics and now owning the best jollof rice in Greater Manchester. Wow, what a story. Please, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification button, and as well share this video and anticipate our next video. So we'll catch you on the other side. Cheers.